Don't look now. Lakers on a little three-game winning streak, beating the Heat over the weekend, 130-120. Luka with 29, 11, and 10. Reeves had 26. Laravia, I guess we all know who he is now. 25 points, 8 rebounds off the bench. Jaquez with his 31 and 8 coming off that bench. A little win streak there keeps going. Triple doubles for Luka. 6 Lakers are in double figures. I know it's early, you guys, but we're out here in LA. It feels like things are happening. Is this a team that legitimately we can look at come playoff time as contenders?
I mean, listen, the fact that they've had no LeBron James and they missed Luka for the time that they missed, and they're 5-2 and they are right there in the thick of things, is a huge, huge sign of progress. They found something with this Jake Laravia kid. I watched the game last night. It's not just a fluke. This kid is 6'8", 6'9". He knows how to play without the ball. He moves. He cuts really well. He's a perfect fit for a ball dominant guy like Luka, like Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves seems to have taken that jump in his game too, where he's playing at an all-star level. And help is on the way, no matter his age and no matter what he hasn't done so far this year. LeBron James will be back in uniform with this team soon, and he's going to help win games as well. So it's a great start. I think they got to continue to get production from Rui. Guys like Marcus Smart have to be good. Jackson Hayes last night was unbelievable, just finishing, catching lobs, altering shots at the rim on the other rim. DeAndre Ayton was out, obviously, but he's the guy they added. They have high hopes for. But this team is solid. And look, I think, again, it's been a surprise with how well Reeves has played. And this Jake Laravia kid, he's real. He's a really good player, and he's going to help this team a lot. So I like what this team has done so far. Luka, obviously, back in the lineup last night was huge for them. He struggled from the three. He went 1 for 11 from 3 last night, which isn't going to happen often. Still finds a way to get a triple-double with 29, 11, 10. So this team is on the up and up. They're getting healthy, and the fact that they're 5-2 without being healthy is a great start.
Yeah, my only concern would be the inside. They got to get something consistent with Aiden and Jackson Hayes. But I do like the way that they played Hayes last night. Turn you into a rim runner, turn you into a lob threat. Let him be an athlete. Don't turn him into a guy that he's not. Putting his back to the basket, he's probably not going to give you anything. So, kudos to J.J. Redick for finding ways to make his guys successful. And like we just talked about Laravia, we know who he is now. And ever since we heard Ant-Man make that statement, he's made sure that he's made the proper introduction to us as fans and people who aren't familiar with his game. So they're finding a lot of good production from a lot of different guys. But you know how this leagues work. It's a talent league. If they don't have a lot of talent in and out of this lineup, they're going to struggle. And so far, that hasn't been their thing. So when LeBron James gets back, that'll be interesting to see how he molds with this team. What'll be the identity once he comes back? But this team right now that's playing in the open court, that's playing fast, that's trying to score, under 8 seconds and take advantage of as many opportunities as they can and transition into full court. I like how they're playing so far.
Let's take a look at that, by the way, because LeBron allegedly due back next couple of weeks or so. So if we look at their schedule moving forward, they're 5-2 now. I don't know. Are we looking at a 13-4 possibly? Go through the schedule, Chandler. What are you thinking? I mean, there's some pretty winnable games on that.
Favorable.
I mean, yeah, when I look at the schedule, it's definitely favorable to the Lakers. They should win a lot of these games, and they're in a good spot. And again, they still haven't shot the ball last night. Think about Luka last night, 1 for 11. Austin Reeves, 4 for 14 from the three-point line last night. That's not going to continue. They're not going to struggle that much. This team can defend. I like when they play fast. I like when they get out. I like when Jackson Hayes rim runs because it kind of opens up the floor for everything else. Ronnie James gave you good minutes last night too. He was solid and he was a valuable, piece to throw in there. He played 18 minutes. The way he defends, gets out in transition too. So there are a lot of good positive things to take from this team. And again, you're adding LeBron James. You're not just adding anybody. This guy is going to find a way to fit per se, but they're also going to find ways to get him going and get him downhill and get him doing things that we've been seeing the last 20 seasons. So I think they're in a really good spot, man. And the schedule definitely favors them to win a lot of games. Especially look at the next 5 at Portland. Portland's no slouch, but Portland, Atlanta, Charlotte. I mean, San Antonio finally got their first loss last night, but anything's possible, honestly. And the schedule is what it is, but they're gonna win a lot of those games.
Okay, don't poo-poo Portland. They're leading the NBA Cup Group C right now.
They can easily get out of this 7-3 with their record. Give or take. Like if they win the games they're supposed to win, if they get a big upset out of 2 or 3 of these, they can go out of that 10-game stretch 7-3 and be in a great position by the time LeBron does get back.
This forever and ever, I don't care how long Luka plays in this league, it will always come back to Mavs fans because this is one of those love stories that unfortunately will never work out in Dallas's favor, it seems. And right now it's looking pretty bad because he had the 44 points on Friday against the Grizzlies, which officially now puts him on a list as 3rd highest scorer through the first 3 games in history. So people started thinking, ooh, is there a world, Lou, where if Luka really tried or really put that into it, he could average 40? I mean, is that possible?
No.
Okay.
Because he's trying. Be clear, he's trying. He shoots the ball 20, 25 times a night. He's trying. It's just not an easy feat. I don't think people realize how tall of an order averaging 40 points a game is on a nightly basis. That's just a lot of buckets. That's a lot, and it takes a lot of energy to do that. We're talking about over the course of 6 to 7 months, 82 basketball games. It's nearly impossible to do. You've seen some guys, get to 33, 34, and that is a ton to us as players. We consider that a bunch. So to get a guy over that 4, that 4 standpoint, hell no. It's just too difficult.
Too difficult.
It was such a bad trade. Like it really was.
Here we go. Might as well touch on it.
They traded this dude and going in the prime of his career, a guy that can single-handedly control a game, a season, a playoff series, everything he had done. It really is mind-boggling that I'm watching him, and Conrad hit the chat last night. I'm just watching this guy and I'm like, damn, they traded this dude and secrecy out of nowhere. And he's just breaking like Jerry West records. It's ridiculous.
Okay,
so wait. Inside scoop, Chandler, because I'm hearing this had nothing to do with basketball, by the way. Give us the inside scoop.
Yeah, well, I'll take his basketball production over any other possible problem that it could have went into.
Well, no. What are we talking about here? Like what kind of off the court? Like there are all kinds of levels to this, right? Like
Chandler speaks Dallas fluent, so I don't want to step on that, but the internet is saying that it had 0 to do with basketball and 0 to do with its off-court habits as well.
Yeah, well, if I'm averaging 41, 11, and 8, I'm getting lit after the game too, Lou.
I mean, who cares if it's that? By the way, is there anything that could happen? Like, anything.
Nico, look the other way. The guy that just led you to the finals. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, you trade him over some bad habits? How about his good habits of putting up 41 and 11 and 8? Come on, dude. This just it still doesn't make sense. It'll never make sense to me. And I love Anthony Davis. I really do.
And that sucks too because he's hurt. Like it's not good.
It's just it doesn't check. It doesn't check out.
This documentary, though, 5 years from now is going to be amazing. All right, taking a quick break. More Run It Back on the other side.
Run it up.